Folks who are just tuning into the live stream, I want to give a heads up that the game ahead of us is in overtime, so we'll be just a little bit longer before we start the pregame show between Sully Mutes and Warner. That's coming up here in just a little bit as you are tuned in to Sully Mutes Charger Basketball on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We'll be back in a little bit to get the pregame show started.
It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Brett Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Conag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Customer Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Whittler Seed Farm, Yackley Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, Wyatt Perichka.
And a good Saturday afternoon to you, as we are running just a little bit behind schedule because of an overtime buzzer beater by Warner to prevail over the boys JV contest. That was a final of 31 to 29. Just a heartbreaker there for the Chargers. Got everything they did to just keep the game going, but fall short in the end. But it's the varsity team's turns now, and we'll start with the girls. As the Sully Butte girls are entering this one at a 2-11 record. They would fall to Hitchcock-Tulare on Thursday with a final of 63 to 39 against the Lady Patriots. They sit with a 2-11 record at the moment. Warner comes into this one at 8-4 on the season after their last meeting being a 61-41 win over Waverly South Shore as they enter the season at 8-4. As the series will tell you about that coming up here in just a moment. We'll also get you a pregame interview with head coach Susie Ruling, Let's give a big thanks as well to all of our sponsors who are making this broadcast possible today. If I did come a little bit prepared with my binder out and ready to go, but let's give a big thanks to those sponsors who make this broadcast possible. That does feature sponsors like 83 Ag Sales, getting us ready for tip-off for this contest. Also, a big thanks to AGE Corporation, Actegra Corporatives, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical, Barber Farm Service, Blue Goose, Brett Spray Service, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Conag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, Yag Air, Lamb Chevy, Lincoln Out Construction, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, South Dakota's Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Venture Communications, Whittler Seed Farm, and Yackley Ranches, helping us get set for this one today. Big thanks for them for helping us provide today's stream. Speaking of that stream that you're watching on the Country 95.3 Sports, big thanks to Don's Food Center, who is providing today's stream. We're going to step aside. We'll preview the history between these two teams and just a little bit more of how they enter today. That's coming up here in 90 seconds here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports as we continue 83 Ag Sales pregame show.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
set for tip-off here as the Sully Beach Chargers make another road trip. It's their final one before returning to the home court on Tuesday as they are here in Warner. The Lady Monarchs are getting 8-4 on the season. Currently, though, 3-3 in their last 3 games, going all the way back to December 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Or there we go. Let's fix that. Yeah, they are, I should say, since January, they have lost all but 3 games during the season. North Fork, that was a loss. Groton area was a loss. Ipswich was a win. Hitchcock-Tulare was a victory. Florence Henry, and they have beaten multiple opponents. But in their last 4 games, they are currently 4-1 or 3-1 in their last 4-1 in their last 5 games. For the Chargers, they are coming to this one. They are currently sitting with a 1-game losing streak after beating Stanley County. Stanley County was their last win since, if I'm not mistaken, if they have it, it was Aberdeen Christian, but that was all the way in early January for that one. So Sully Butte's looking to get their first win after falling to Hitchcock-Tulare on Thursday this past one. Again, that game was in Hitchcock where the Sully Beach Chargers fell 63-39. Going back to the history between these two teams here, as we'll get a pregame interview in just a few moments. The Lady Monarchs will look to cut the series to within 1 game as the Chargers are currently 9-7 since the series, or since 2012 when the series has had its history been marked. Sully Buttes pulled a 1-point win in their last meeting with a final of 52 to 51. I apologize for our folks who are at that article on KCCRradio.com. But in this decade, though, it has been the Sully Beach Chargers. They are 5-1 in this decade so far. So it's a team that Sully Beach has had the upper hand, and will look to try to break that 1-game losing streak. Again, Chargers are 5-1, but it was a 1-point victory last go-around, and they have the series at 9 wins to 7 losses. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll take a look at what's going on around the state as well and get to that pregame interview with head coach Susan Riley as we are continuing that 83 Ag Sales pregame show here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Set for tip-off here between the Sully Beach Chargers and the Warner Lady Monarchs. Yeah, taking a look at some games of interest around the state for the local area teams. It's going to be a somewhat of a quiet weekend. Hawaii Capitals, you can catch on 104.5 Capital City Rock. But taking a look at the basketball side of things here is taking a look for the, if I'm not mistaken, nobody is in action as far as super close, but some other areas. Wall is taking on Lyman. That is at Lyman High School. That's beginning at about 4 o'clock today for the girls. The boys' Governors team is in action as they are on the road to O'Gorman for that contest. Harriet Selby area taking on Lemon, and also other games of interest in this area. Jones County taking on Benton County for that one today. Those are all the games and actions, and not many games to tell you about here for this one. Is we do have a pregame conversation with head coach Susan Ruley, talking about just the tough loss on Thursday against Hitchcock Tulare, and seeing what the team needs to do to get ready for this one. So, take a quick 30-second timeout and get into that pregame conversation. Coming up next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 60 seconds.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Back here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show here with head coach Susan Ruling, and coach, just a tough one on Thursday against Hitchcock Tulare. Kind of the series of turnovers leading to multiple points in a stretch. I mean, just kind of recap Hitchcock Tulare. Maybe what were some of the positives that you took out of that game?
Our second quarter was really good. I mean, we came out on fire there, played some really good defense, shot the ball well, was able to get back, taking our lead, getting back into the game there. So we weren't so far down in points wise. And then after halftime, it just kind of fell apart on us, and we started turning the ball over again.
Yeah, no, you mentioned running gun. It feels like this is kind of a repeat thing from us that, just the running gun gets you guys quite a bit. Is it kind of maybe just confidence, or just the way they're running their press breaks, or just kind of maybe what leads to those kinds of series of turnovers for you guys?
Yeah, it's just the aggressiveness, the physicality of it. A lot of these teams are physical, and we have too much heart. We have a lot of heart, but we're not that physical, and we need to start strengthening up and becoming that mean team a little bit so we can come out and play better defense and take care of the ball and have that confidence in ourselves.
I'll say a good opportunity to maybe show a little bit of that against Warner here. Coach, what do you know about this team? I know you mentioned they're a run and gun team too, but what do you know about them and kind of your approach to this one?
They like to run and gun. They got a couple tall girls in the inside that's going to hurt us a little bit. I have, Scotty, who, is tall for me, but I have Jaden playing the other tall, and that might play a little bit of a factor, but Jaden's always played against Scotland, so, she's always held her own in that. But it's just going to come down to communication and, working on our shell defense and helping each other out. I know
seems like there's still some illness. How's everybody kind of doing after basically one day of rest going into this one?
There's still a lot of them that are sick and run down, but they keep fighting and they keep working hard for me.
Perfect, Coach. And as always, what is the X factor? What's going to make you guys go 1-0 today?
Defense, communication, and determination.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time and best of luck.
Thanks, Steve.
Big thanks to head coach Susan Really for taking some time here and taking a look at your uniform report here. We'll start with the home team in Warner. They are going to be in their home whites today. Blue numbers, blue lettering, trimmed in red. They got the red and blue stripe on either side. For the Chargers here, they're going to be in their road purples. It feels like they started playing a lot of games at home. Now they're going to be rocking those purples one more time before returning home. They'll be the gold numbers, gold lettering Chargers across their jerseys, and that's going to be all trimmed in white as well. Gold stripe on either side in this one. Chargers will start the game going from right to left. Warner will start from left to right, as we do have your starters here in just a moment, as we will be going as the lineup are being announced as well. I know that we will have a national anthem coming up here in just a moment as well, and much more. So, in just a few moments, we'll send it to the PA announcer, get this game going, and we'll get your lineups on the other side of the national anthem. It is the Sully Beach Chargers. They are taking on the Warner Lady Monarchs here in just a few moments here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Let's send it to the PA announcer for the national anthem.
Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. Remember, you do not have to be an athlete to be a good sport. Our officials for today's game are Gary Lorenz, Chris Ferrickson, and Spencer Adderley. These officials are certified with the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They are working today's game with mutual agreement of both schools playing in the contest. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what your personal feelings or loyalties may be in this contest. For the safety of the players, we ask all spectators to please remain in the bleachers while the game is being played. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, everyone, please stand as the national anthem is presented. To show proper respect, remove the caps, face the flag, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. All veterans and out of uniform military personnel may salute the flag.
Is the starting lineups here, or that is the national anthem, I should say. Now let's get into the starting lineups for this one. We'll start with the Lady Monarchs in this one under the direction of head coach Tina Winter. It will look like this for the Lady Monarchs. It'll start like this. It's number 4, a 5'6" sophomore in Courtney Lighthold. She'll be followed by number 10. It's a 5'7" freshman in Cadence Magner. Number 12, it's a 5'11" freshman in Maya Leidart. Number 21, it is 5'10" sophomore at JC Young. And to round up the starting five, it's number 24, a 5'10" senior in McKenna Leidart. Head coach again, Tina Winter, in her 4th season here at the helm for the Monarchs. For your Chargers, it looks like this. It is number 14, a 5'4" senior in Berklin Birdie. She's followed by number 22, the 5'7" senior in Jaden Yeager. It's number 23, a 5'5" senior in Nevaeh Westfall. Number 31, it's a 6' senior in Scotland Kinney. And number 32, a 5'4" senior in Miley Weishottle. Head coach Susie Rilling, head assistant coach Connor Decker for the Chargers. Again, they're in the road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering. The Lady Monarchs are in their home whites, blue numbers, blue lettering in this one. Again, Chargers will go from right to left. The Lady Monarchs going from left to right to start this first half as well. Chargers trying to snap a one-game losing streak. Warner is coming into this one trying to continue their winning ways as they are currently on a one-game or on a two-game winning streak entering today's contest. Going to be a little bit interesting. They kind of have the section behind the basket that Warner is going to start in this one. The Chargers will see in the second half here. And so something to pay attention to, maybe with just how the normalcy of having maybe a wall right by the hoop, but that might change here. We'll see. It is now getting ready for tip-off here, and a big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for getting us set for tip-off. Also, want to give a big thanks to Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication for getting us set for this one. All the Chargers going to stay back as Warner is having 3 in the front court, and we'll have to figure out what's going on here. I think you got to figure things out. I think the officials is just waiting for them to get set here. Scotland Kenny in the center circle will take on Maya Leitholtz. And we are underway here as Warner will control the opening tip as they go from left to right here in this first quarter, as Young is going to get the first points of the contest with an easy deuce. And it makes it now a 2-0 start here for Warner in the first quarter, as Chargers will have their first possession out of bounds. It will stay with Sully Butte as Berkeley Burney lost control of it, but it was poked out there by the Monarchs. Ernie inbound will go to Westfall at the top. She'll make her way to the far side. Weishottle now has it, picks up her dribble, bounce pass once to Burney, goes for the layup. It's up and good. Underhand scoop and score from a distance from Berkeley Burney is good enough to get the first points for Sully. It's now tied at 2 apiece here from the Warner Gymnasium. And next possession there for the Monarchs. It's a bucket there for Leitholt. You're going to hear that name quite a bit with 3 players having that last name of Leitharts. Back to the Chargers. Kenny will lose as it pokes away. Turnover number 1 for Sully Butte. And that shot going to be off the mark there. Second chance by Young, no good. Third chance, and they're going to wave off the shot with 6:58 left to go. And a few opportunities, just no bucket to go in there as Maya Leitholtz was the one who was getting all the rebounds there. First foul on the Monarchs, I should say. So they're going to get Leinhardt for the foul. Yeager making her way over the midcourt circle. Gives it off to Kenny. Nice bounce pass there for 2. Got it to go in. Our foul thing apparently does not want to work there, but Scotland Kenny gets the points there. She is now tied this game up at 4 apiece here on the Venture Communication Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Next possession for the Monarchs. Not a foul, but a point for Mackner. I believe you may have said that name wrong. I apologize for the Warner folks tuning into this one. Westfall loses the basketball. It's going to roll all the way out of bounds, and it will stay with Warner after Westfall lost it. 6:14 to go here in quarter number 1 here from Warner. If you're just joining us, KLXS Pier Riverfront Broadcasting Station, Y Bridgeville with you. Big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera here today. Also Emma back in the studio to make things live as Westfall gets in the passing lane and turns it over for Warner and tries to bring it up over the midcourt circle. Westfall far side, gives it off to Kenny on the right wing. Looks now, we'll give it off to Weishottle. Weishottle puts it on the deck, goes through 2 defenders, kicked out Yeager, pump fake 3. Picks up her dribble, now kicks it out to Westfall on the skip pass. Westfall right side, trying to back her way in. We'll lose that, try to give it off to Kenny, and that'll be turnover number 3 for the Chargers. Quickly in this one, they're going to quickly try to get it inside there, and the Monarchs will turn the basketball over as well. With 5:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Still 6-4 advantage for the Lady Monarchs. Weishottle trying to get that tie. Couldn't get the 2 to go down, and it's going to be a 1 and done for the Chargers. Other end. It's going to be Mackner. Mackner will fire a long two. Can't get that one. Runs down her own rebound, though. It gives the Lady Monarchs a second chance. Bounce pass. Lightheart, two. No good on the mid-range. And it's Westfall who will end up with the basketball after what was two chances for Warner on this possession. It will stay 6-4 with 4:47 left to go. Jaeger give inside there for Bernie, but will turn it over. Bernie's not able to secure the pass. And quickly on a drive, Mackner two, no good. Fight for the rebound. Once again, Westfall will rip it away for the board. Westfall picked up the dribble, and all the Chargers were trying to get ahead of there. And then Weishottle will turn it over to Young. And Young will give it off there. Mackner triple from the left wing, got it to go in. Mackner with their first points, or excuse me, that's 5 for Mackner. Is haven't had a real stoppage of play so far in this one. Chargers almost turn it over, then they will do, but a foul will save the possession. .402 left to play here in the Yeah, you were just on the air. Coach White. Giving Coach White a hard time there. Under 4 to play here. Apologies for the pause there. 9-4 your score. Tavery Smith gives it off there to Bernie. Bernie looks. Now we'll turn it over. And it's going to be Warner who gets it back on a 2-on-1. Layup is up, and it will take a second to drop in as McKenna Lightheart will get the bucket and will take a timeout. 3:32 left to go. It is Warner 11, Sully Buttes 4. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
3:32 left to go here in the first quarter, 11-4, as the Monarchs are on a 7-0 run here in this first quarter after having it be tied at 4 apiece. Westfall has it for the Chargers after the first timeout taken by head coach Willie here in this first quarter. Eager has it. Far side gives it off to Kinney. Now they'll swing it around the arc. Westfall has it. Picks once one way. Is now Westfall going to go on the drive. Has a lane. Puts up the shot. And she will be fouled with 3:07 left to play here in the first quarter. Foul will go against Mackner, who will pick up her first, team's third. And it's going to be on the shot, so that puts Nevaeh Westfall at the line to shoot 2. Westfall's first free throw is going to be off the mark. Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you to be responsible, whether you're on the road or at home. Make sure if you're driving, be sure to be responsible. Don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Westfall's second one is good to go as it cuts the lead to within 6. Back on the other end, some changes to the lineup as Tatum Hansen is in for the first time. A lot of a younger team here for this Warner squad. Sam gives it up there to Mackner. Mackner with the gives off for 3. Is that 3 is going to be good from Brian Hill. And that makes it now 14-5 on your Venture Communication and Reneck Energy scoreboard. 2:35 to go. Is Jaeger has it at the top. Matched up there by Olivia Markison. Markison's in for the first time. Tavery Smith in for the first time for the Chargers as well. Kinney had it and then lost it trying to save it. It will turn the basketball over for Sully Buttes with 2:21 left to play here in the first. 14-5 is your score on the Venture Communications scoreboard. And we'll get a whistle, a stoppage, and substitutions are going to enter this contest. Checking back in is going to be, I believe, McKenna Lytle. Yes, that is the case. She is the lone senior that is on this varsity squad this season with 2:21 left to play. 14-5 your score. There's a give down to the elbow for Lightheart. Tries to back her way in. We'll get a whistle and an offensive foul going to be assessed to Lady Monarchs. And I'll get McKenna Lightheart for the foul, as the inbound pass going to be picked up there for Warner off the turnover. Dribble is up top now. Bounce pass now to Lightheart. Lightheart is looking to give it off there for Hanson, and it will be a turnover there by the Lady Monarchs. Ellie Nelson and Allie Bueller are also in for the first time for Sully Buttes with 1:56 to play here in quarter number one. Full court press by the Lady Monarchs as the Chargers do get over the midcourt stripe. Getting out, far wing, looks for Yeager on the cut as it will get out of bounds. Last poked out there by Warner. 1:42 to go. Nelson will inbound. Chargers set up in that box for this inbound play. Nelson inbound will turn it over there for Hanson. Instead, Hanson's able to get the turnover on the other end. Mackner to Tatum at the top. Matched up by Bueller as Chargers showing 2-3 zone here. Yeager gets in the passing lane, tries to get the turnover, and will just dribble it right out of bounds. Couldn't keep it within reach, and it will stay with Warner. Not a bad attempt there for Yeager to get in that passing lane. That 2-3 zone has really been more beneficial for the Chargers here, as Mackner's two is no good. Rebound put back is up and in by Olivia Marcuson, and she gets her first points of the night here. It's 1:05 to play, and Nelson will lose it running it out of bounds, and like we might got a spillage on the bench there. We'll have to see if that stops the game for a moment. 1:04 to play here. Inbound go to Hill at the top. Matched up by Nelson. His Chargers now go from a 2-3 to a man-to-man. Up top now, Mackner drive. Bounce pass off on the baseline. Now kick out there to Lightheart. Lightholt's matched up by Kinney. Has that loss. It's poked away by Yeager and taken away for Allie Bueller. Bueller looks for Yeager on a fast break, and he'll turn it over. That was a good 2-on-1 idea, just a little too far and ahead on the pass. Mackner to Lightheart. Shot no good. Smith trying to fight for the rebound. Ball into the floor. Mackner picks it up. Tatum for three. No good. And a couple of chances for Warner and no points. And then the Chargers will just give it right back to Warner. Mackner for two. Got it to go in. 13 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Bueller to Kinney, back to Bueller over the timeline. Bueller has it with 4 seconds to Kinney. Kinney's got to get the shot off. Nelson's just going to fire one away, and it won't be good on that one. So we played a 1 quarter of basketball. The Chargers just 4 attempts from the field and trail right now 18, or excuse me, have 18. It should be 18-5. We'll step aside. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service. That number again, 223-2732. 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind. Remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Back here on Country 95.3 online. Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Wyatt Barichko with you as we get you set here for the second quarter. As the Chargers have it going from left to right. As their shot no good. Smith had it for a moment, but it's going to be picked up there by Leidholt for the Monarchs. Inside out, spin Leidholt for two, no good. Smith rebound. As for the Chargers, it is going to be Jay Yeager, Scotland Kitty, Ellie Nelson, Davery Smith, and J.C. Yeager in here for the Chargers in this second quarter to start. Yeager give it inside to Kitty, loses it, and that's going to be a travel by Scotland Kitty to turn the basketball over. Right now, Chargers seeing with a 2-to-1 turnover ratio. They got 12 turnovers to start this one off. Compared to the 6 for Warner. Leidholt loses it, picked up there by Weishottle. Weishottle now going to try to push the pace here. Chargers again. The run and gun game kind of hurts them in some ways there. It's on the other side, though, as Kitty's layup is going to be left short. It's Mackner who's going to get the rebound, trying to go all the way with it for two. No good. Fight for the basketball. Tie-up will be favored for the Monarchs. Second chance, no good by Leidholt. And a couple of opportunities for the Monarchs. Good defensive stance there by the Chargers as they trail 18-5. And for some reason, the scoreboard's, I thought they scored was Mackner, but I may have lied there. It's no good shot there from the Chargers. John gets the rebound. On the other end, falling to the floor. Nelson takes it away, dribbles on the floor, gives it off to Weishottle. So that'll be another turnover. It's a 2-on-2. Weishottle will back it up, give it off to Kitty on the elbow for two, knocks it in. Scotland Kitty with her first points here on the day with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Warner up top. Foul numbers have been little as we haven't had a lot of whistles here in this first half so far, which is what you like to see. Three seniors getting set to check in for Warner. That's a two good by Leidholt. 20-7 your score with 5:34 left to go in the first half. KLXS Pierre Country 95.3 as we're at the 3 o'clock hour here from Warner, but our station from Pierre. Weishottle, bounce pass off to Kinney in the paint, spins to the bucket, puts up the shot, and got to go in. Definitely slowing things down right now. If the Chargers can keep doing that, that's going to favor them. Maybe starting to slowly trickle their way back in. This shot there, Leidholt gets it. Young is going to put it up for two, and a long two is good. Get a whistle, and looks like a stoppage of play with 4:59 left to go. And a timeout going to be spent. Going to be spent on the Chargers here. So we'll keep it here, right here on Country at 95.3 as I'm just giving people random points here in this one. Sully County Sheriff wants to remind you to have good sportsmanship. Whether you're at home or on the road, good sportsmanship is a responsibility. Whether you're at home or on the road, show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So 4:59 to go. Makes it 22-9 after the made shot by Young there. Chargers will have it again. The pressure on the Monarchs starting to show. As Weishottle will inbound it for Sully Buttes. Bernie back to Weishottle. Weishottle now just trying to get it over that midcourt stripe. Does. Bernie sets the screen. Weishottle has it. Looking to get rid of it. Will spin and lose it for a moment. Continues to spin and will finally get the tie-up. The tie-up will favor Warner. Changes to the lineup. Mackner is back in for Warner. They'll give it off there for the first time. We're calling her name, Presley Volk. Inside now for Lighthalt. Kick out Mackner, 3. Hits off the back iron. Rebounded. Put back up. That one's going to be left short as Lighthart will put it up and in for the Monarchs. 24-9 with 4:15 to play here. Bernie has it, will lose it, but it looks like a foul will save the possession for the Chargers. So looking to give that foul off there to JC Young with her first, team's first of the quarter. Westfall inbound to Birdie near that big court line. As Warner shows man-to-man, Chargers will turn it over, and Bernie will pick up a foul on the other end. Will be the first team foul by the Chargers. Brooklyn Bernie picked up foul number 1. So right now, the Monarchs have outscored the Chargers 6-4 here in the second quarter. Young with it. She'll hand off there to Mackner. Mackner going to try to drive, trying to create separation with the arm, but Sully Buttes coaching staff not getting the goal they're hoping for. Mackner in the paint for 2, got it to go in. Makes it now 26-9, and I want to apologize for our scoreboard folks. We're trying to work with that as much as we can here. 26-9 with 3:29 left to go. And Mackner getting in the way of the passing lane, and it's going to be staying with Warner. Or excuse me, Sully Buttes. Bernie will trigger it in on the far side. Bernie inbound to Westfall. She'll make her way to the top. Makes her way to the right side now to Bernie on the corner. Was looking to give it in there to Skylar Kitty, and Kitty just didn't see that one coming. So Warner has it back. Mackner to Lighthalt. Lighthalt now with the kick out, but it's going to be taken away by Weishottle. Weishottle with one to beat. Mackner gets it, tries to throw it to a teammate, and it's going to stay Sully Buttes with 2:58 left to go. Nice job there by Weishottle to get in the way and try to beat Mackner on the one-on-one. Allie Beeler will check in for Weishottle. Under 3 to play here. Again, coaching staff for Sully Buttes going to have to work with the illness, and they said they had that on Thursday and are still seeing some of that today. Missed shot by Westfall. Kinney's 2 can't go in. And so a couple of chances for Chargers and no points to account for. Young trying to go in, spins away from the basket, puts up the shot. We'll leave it short, and now we got a tie-up. And tie-up should favor Sully Buttes, and that will be the case. .235 to go here in the first half. Once again, full court pressure being shown. Chargers have had to deal with that for a long time this season as they beat it. They've done a better job beating the full court pressure, which is something you like to see as that season has progressed here. We're past the midway point for the girls' season as well. Jaeger has it, drives it, loses it, baseline, has that like bounce off the foot, but I'm going to say, yeah, that Jaeger will throw it off the foot, so it'll stay Charger basketball. Westfall on the near side, continues to look, gives it off there for what's looked to be intended for Kitty, but it will stay Sully Buttes. They'll just switch sides underneath the basket. And we'll try this once again. Westfall looks inbound. Jaeger, hand back to Bernie. Bernie will give it off to Beeler. Beeler to Jaeger with 8 on the shot clock. Jaeger will fire a shot with 8. Can't do so. Beeler has it, gives it off to Westfall. Westfall for 2, and that's going to be also left short. Gotta like the second chances for the Chargers here in this first half. And on the other end, Warner's going to get the bucket from Olivia Markison. And that will now put the lead at 28-9 and a stoppage of play with 1:43 to play and a foul. Going to be on, let's say this is a foul on, say on Warner, or trying to find a 23 for Warner, but oh, they are going to say it's Nevaeh Westfall. Picks up her first. So just based on how everybody was setting up, it looked like it was going to be Charger basketball, but that's not the case. So inbound for Warner. They try to close in on baseline. Jaeger has that pass hit off her leg as she will pick it up. Tries to, falls to the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to go staying with the Chargers. And just hit off the leg of Jaeger, trying to race down the court to pick it up. Nelson is also in. Beeler triple is off the mark. Nelson trying to get the rebound as she was trying to reach, but Hill picks up the rebound for Warner. Final 80 seconds here, and going to be a double dribble on Warner. And I'll give the basketball back to Sully Buttes. .119 to play. Nelson inbound to Beeler. Beeler has a couple of players on her and will be getting contact from one of them. And that foul will be assessed to Presley Volk. She picks up foul number 1. It is the first team foul. It should be the second team foul of the quarter for Warner. Jaeger. Inbound Bernie, swinging now to Beeler, give it inside to Kinney, out to Jaeger for a long 2, no good. Rebound is going to be last touch there by Beeler. Will turn the basketball to the Monarchs. .103 to go here. Spin inside now. Leitholtz got 2 on there. Jaeger and Kitty on the stoppage of that one, of the shot. Nice block there between those two as they'll, I'm not going to say that it was on the shot, appears. That was a little bit of a late whistle, but Kitty will pick up foul number 1. It is the 14th foul by Sully Buttes. Is the first free throw is going to be good for Leitholtz. Final free throw is good. Makes it now 29-9 here with 55.8 left to go. Chargers once again seeing that full court pressure. Inbound will go to Jaeger, now to Kitty. As Kitty will just select to just give it off there to Nelson over the timeline. Bernie, near side. 46 seconds left to go. The pass was intended for Kinney. Bounces out to Jaeger as Jaeger will drive all the way, and she will be fouled. This will be the second trip for Sully Buttes here this afternoon. That will be given to Ferguson. Up foul number 1. Free throw from Yeager. He is off the mark. Get one more free throw here as it stays 30-9. And Yeager will go 1 of 2 from the line. So cut that to now 30-10 here. 34 seconds left to go. Shot clock separated by 5. Here's a drive. Kick out there. Going to be a 3 from Hanson. No good. Nelson runs down the rebound and trying to get it all the way to J.C. Yeager for 2. Couldn't get the layup to go. Bernie gets the rebound and will fall to the floor. And it's a foul that will hold things with 15.2 left to play. Chargers will set up an inbound play with 15.2 seconds left to go. Bernie will be the one that inbounds it. Inbound to Kinney. Gives it off to Yeager on the far wing. 12 seconds to go. Back to Bernie. Bernie, skip past to Nelson. 7 seconds. Inside for Kinney. They'll turn it over, courtesy of Paisley Volk. Warner going to have to put up a shot here, and there's a no shot. It wasn't good either way. So we played one half of basketball here in the first half. The Chargers trail 30-10 after one half of play. We'll step aside, and we'll be back here for some first half numbers. The halftime show brought to you by Lincoln Out Construction and OY Gray. We're back in 2 minutes.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitmer Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitmer Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
It is halftime here from Warner as the Chargers are trailing 30-10 after one quarter of play here. The Chargers would only score 5 points in each quarter. Warner would put 18 up in the first, 12 in the second. And that is where we're at scoring-wise. One lead change, two ties have occurred in the first half so far. Chargers would finish with 15 turnovers in the first half, 11 for Warner. Chargers would shoot 50% from the field in the first quarter. They would shoot 18% in the second. Warner would finish 47 in the first, 63 in the second. Rebounds, I have Warner at 15. Chargers with just 8 so far in the first half. Taking a look at some shooting numbers, Warner is 13 of 25 from the field. And 3-point wise, they are 2 of 3. Free throw, Chargers 4 of 15 from the field. 0 of 1 from 3-point land, and 2 of 4 from the charity stripe as well. So those are your first half numbers. We'll take another 2-minute timeout here. We'll get you some individual numbers. That is coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck, Chargers, on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Taking a look at some second half numbers here individually for both these two teams. We'll start with the Monarchs from Warner. They're led right now by Katie Mackner, finishing with 9 points in the first half, 3 rebounds to account for. McKenna Leitholtz, finishing with 6 points and 1 rebound, 4 points for J.C. Jung. Also got Maya Lightheart with 2, Olivia Marcuson with 4, 3 for Brian Hill, and Courtney Leitholt with 2 in the contest so far. For the Chargers, they're led by Scotland Kinney. She's got 6 points in the contest, 2 for Brooklyn Burney, 1 for Jaden Yeager, and 1 for Nevaeh Westfall. As those are your first half numbers here, brought to you again. The first half recap brought to you by Hawaii Grain and Lincoln Now Construction. Let's also get you a update of what's going on around the athletics here from Sully Butte High School and just anything else going on as well. If I can find that sheet here just real quick. I know I had a sheet for everything that was going on this week, and there we go. The Student Council report for Sully Butte is brought to you by Brett Spray Service. Taking a look at what's going on here today. It is the doubleheader like you're tuning in right now, but wrestling is at Groton today. It's just a one-day event. Monday coming up on February 2nd, the FFA Day at Black Hills Stock Show in Rodeo Rapid City. That is on Monday. Middle school wrestling is home on Monday as well. That's a 6 o'clock start. Tuesday has got a boys and girls doubleheader as they finally return home. It feels like it's been a while since they were last on the road. They will take on Jones County. Action starts at 4 for the JV games. We're looking at about a 6:30 and 7:45 start time for that contest. In that one, we'll have that coverage for you here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. Thursday, parent-teacher conferences. Those will be from 3 to 8 p.m. Dismissal for school is at 2:30. That'll make it Friday no school. So students tuning in, you're welcome. No school on Friday for the Sully Butte for Sully Butte Schools, I should say. That is your Brett Spray Service Student Council Report and Halftime Show brought to you by Lincoln Out Construction and Hawaii Grade. We'll take a 60 seconds, second half action next.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Butte Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Butte Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Butte Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Second half action getting underway here is the Chargers face a 30-10 deficit here to start the third quarter. Monarchs will have it. They'll be going from right to left. Chargers now from left to right. Ryan Bridgeko with you. Emma back in the studio. Jeremy behind the camera here for all the games here. Appreciate him for all of his help that he's doing. Big thanks to Emma and all the board ops who help make these broadcasts possible on the radio side of things. These Monarchs have it. 17 on the shot clock. It's Lineholt. We'll kick it up top now. There's a swing. Young has it. Young will give it off to Mackner. Goes in the paint. Right side attack. It's up off the iron and will drop in for the first points of the second half. Chargers have it. Full court press being shown here. Westfall does get it over the timeline. There falls. Westfall still trying to control the basketball. Now give it off to Kitty. Kitty back to Westfall. Westfall has it. Spins off to Yeager. Here is letting things develop here before she gives it off to Bernie. Does as a minute's gone by here in the second half, excuse me. Weishidle three. No good. Good idea for that shot there. It was a good-looking shot. The shot clock was winding down, but just couldn't get the three to go down. 6:45 to play, 32-10 your score. Lineholt loses it, gives it out. It's a three by Lineholt. That's going to be no good. And it's going to be Young who comes up with the rebound. So Monarchs with a second chance and a timeout spent. Finally, Monarchs with 6:29 to go. Timeout taken. It's a quick 30-second timeout, so we will just continue to keep it here with you on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. Big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They want to remind you to be a good citizen. Help out in your community, your friends, and neighbors. Make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So 6:29 here to go. Chargers just trying to find something to get them going here offensively. It's really quick one and dones or turnovers that have gone, and I think some frustration being shown. I think just overall from the coaching staff and the players, just wanting to get it going. They're trying their best to make that happen. Here we go. Lady Monarchs with it after the timeout. Defensively, Chargers have their moments here in this one. Mackner, long two. He clinks off the iron. Going to be given there on the rebound for Yeager. And Yeager will bounce pass it off to Bernie. Score press once again being shown. Wise Shiloh now after the pass from Yeager. Picks up the dribble, gives it off to Yeager with 6:05 to play. Yeager to Bernie, looks. Now give it off to Wise Shiloh. Wise Shiloh on the drive. In the paint, puts it up. It's going to be off to the right, or left, excuse me. Rebounded by Skylar Kinney. Second chance for the Chargers will result in a turnover. And the Monarchs are having it here with 5:43 left to go. Mackner for two, got it to go in. And she's got 13 on the afternoon so far. Is it starting to show a little bit of snow outside, Jeremy? Giving me that. Two on the other end is good by Lydolt. Again, now 34-12, I should say. I don't know where the two has come from for the Monarchs, excuse me. Should be 36-10 if I'm not mistaken. That's what my scoreboard shows. And it's going to be a timeout pause for a moment, and they'll give a foul off to Nevaeh Westfall. Westfall will pick up her second foul, and the scoreboard still has 34-12, so I'm not sure what I'm missing on my end. Inbound, Young for two, no good. Scotland Kinney will get the rebound there for Sully Buttes. We'll get that score figured out here in just a moment as Brooklyn Bernie has it. Give it off to Westfall. Now it's Bueller who is in for the first time here this second half. This clock stops with 4:40 left to go here. So we'll just keep the score that the scoreboard shows. My score shows 36-10. Back to the Chargers after the foul there by Young, who picks up foul number 2. Chargers have it, and another foul with 4:30 to go as Yeager gets fouled there. Foul going to be on Courtney Lightholt. Picks up team foul number 2. Inbound, Yeager has her shot basically in contact. Think she was looking for a call there as Mackner will try to go for the layup. No good. John gets it and will put the shot, and it goes out of bounds. We'll stay. Oh, no, they're going to say this was on the shot. So Skyland Kinney picks up foul number 2. Like that was on a rebound on the floor, but again, that's why we're up here and not down there as the first free throw ease off the mark there by Jung. Get one more free throw here. The Monarchs are 2 of 3 from the line today. That was counting that free throw. Second free throw is no good. Monarchs get a second chance with it. The shot is put up by Mackner. No good. And Jaden Yeager will come down with a rebound for the Chargers. Bernie will be fouled there by the Monarchs. It'll be Lightholtz will pick up the foul. Fouls were pretty limited in the first half. A total of 8 fouls in the first half. Chargers will get it back here. 4 minutes gone by in the third quarter. They trailed 34-12 as Weishall's shot is no good. Kinney trying to save it, but we'll just catch it out of bounds on the rebound. If you're just joining us, Charger basketball here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. 34-12, the Chargers face a deficit here in the third quarter. Bueller defensively matched up there by the leading scorer, Mackner, as she will get Mackner to miss the shot. Bernie will come down with the rebound for Sully Buttes. Yeager to Westfall. Westfall trying to slash between the defense, and we'll get a whistle and a tie-up. Tie-up will favor the Chargers. J.C. Yeager, Ellie Nelson going to check in. Also, we'll check in for Bernie as Westfall will also check out. Inbound Nelson to Yeager. Now give it off to Nelson. Nelson on the far wing will just give it off there to Bueller, and the Chargers will turn it over on a backcourt violation. .3:15 to go here. No substitutions after the turnover by the Chargers. That was turnover number 17. Avery Smith will get set to check in here on the next stoppage. Young has it at the top. Now giving off to Hill on the far side. Bounce pass it off to Lineholt. Lineholt kick out top to Mackner with 15 on the shot clock. Young back to Mackner. Bounce pass inside now for Marcus in, who will turn it over, trying to go inside with it. And the Chargers cause turnover number 12 on the afternoon. Yeager trying to get out of the double trap as she falls to the floor. It will now the basketball taken away there by Young. On the other end, Hill for a layup and got it to go in. .36-12 your score. We got a tie-up that will favor Warner with 2:27 to go. And their coach really on the crowd mic yelling, catch the basketball, as Yeager will check out of the ball game. Tavery Smith is going to check in with 2:27 to go in the third. He'll get the inbound. Will go from the far side. Now we'll give it off, looking for Mackner. Goes inside for Marcuson, and that shot there by Lineholt. He's no good. And are we going to get a foul? I'm going to say it's a foul on the Chargers. I'm going to get J.C. Yeager for the foul. That'll put Lineholt to the line, and she will make the first. Get one more free throw here, 37-12. At 2:14, second free throw by Lineholt. He's also good. So perfect trip for the Monarchs. They're 4-6 from the line, and the Chargers will turn it over. Young has it. Now give it off to Lineholt, trying to go all the way in, and we'll get another foul on the Chargers, which will be team foul number 4. Melanie Nelson will pick up her first of the afternoon. Mackner to trigger it in, far side. Inbound will go to Marcuson, back to Mackner. Goes baseline, now bounce pass off to Lineholt. Lineholt shot deflected there by J.C. Yeager. And Nelson has it. Was looking to pass it off to Bueller as she was trying to actually make room for Nelson to get around. Now Bueller has it. Back to Nelson with 1:47 to go here in the third. Now to Kinney. Back to Nelson. Three is up. That three is going to be no good as J.C. Yeager trying to reach up for the save, but will go out of bounds. The Lady Monarchs will get the basketball back. Dana Manson will check in. Chargers are going to send a new 4 in with Brooklyn Burney, Nevaeh Westfall, Jaden Yeager, and finally Shuttle. He's also in. Got 5 Chargers. I was like, looked like there was missing one, but Scotland Kinney was the one I didn't count for. Looked like she was hiding by one of the players there. Final 92 seconds here of the third quarter. As Young has it, and they're going to wave off the shot on a travel. And the Sully Beach Chargers going to get it back here with 1:28 to play. Again, that full court pressure is showing here, and that communication between player and coach. Yeager to Westfall over the midcourt stripe. Westfall will pick up the dribble now to Weisheitel. Back to Westfall, swing it over to Burney. Burney goes inside for Yeager. One dribble back to Yeager. Now to Westfall at the top, swings it over to Weisheitel. Weisheitel now from Westfall to Kinney, now to Burney. Burney in the paint, loses it, falls to the floor. Yeager spins, tries to put up the layup, and no good. And going to be ran down by Hansen for the rebound. Quickly on the other end is the Monarchs. 50 seconds left to go. Now let's pass it off. There is going to be Young. Now we'll give it off to Hill. It'll be Largison. Largison was looking for Mackner on the cut, but Mackner didn't see the basketball coming, and the Monarchs will turn it over. Shot clock separated by 10ths of a second. Nice shot holds down to Westfall. Westfall will swing it over to Bernie. Chargers trying to get another score here before the end of the third. Kinney underneath. She will be fouled and goes to the line. They get the foul off to Katie Mackner, who picks up foul number 2 on the day. Kinney at the line, who is making her first trip. She'll make the first. Kinney with 7 in the contest so far. Yeah, we'll get one more free throw here. Final free throw is up, and it is good. Yeah, we'll get a substitution. Tavery Smith going to check in for Skyline Kinney. With 20.7 to go. Mackner matched up by Weishuttle. Chargers showing a little bit of his own defense. Young shot, no good. Westfall has it on the rebound with 7 seconds to go and a tie-up. Chargers will still have it. And we'll see what the Chargers can do here with 6.3 left to go here. Westfall inbound. Bernie, 5 seconds to go. Got to get a shot off to end the quarter. Bernie throws it up. We'll hit the top of the shot clock, and we play 3 quarters of basketball. Monarchs with a 38-14 lead. We'll step aside. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 60 seconds.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Butte's athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Yag Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Fourth quarter action about to get underway here. 8 minutes to go. I was having confusion on who scored for the Chargers in the third. It was Nevaeh Westfall who had it, and now it's going to be the Lady Monarchs who take a 38-14 lead here in the fourth quarter. Start the quarter with the basketball. Libraries go with you. Emma back in the studio with Jeremy in the behind the scenes of the camera work here on this Saturday in a snowy Warner, South Dakota. Shot is up. Kinney with the deflection there. Nice job there by Skyline Kinney as Yeager is able to pick it up there. Westfall has it, spins to the near side. Now looks to hand it off to Yeager. Yeager has a lane, drives all the way, puts up the shot. There's going to be a shot left short as Leitholtz will get the rebound. And now Jaden Yeager, who's trying to get the tie-up, will be called for the foul there, and it looks like more frustration with the fouls on the coaching side of things. 45 seconds gone by here, 38-14 still. Is that shot going to be up? No good, and out of bounds. Will give the shot or the basketball back to the Chargers. Full court press being shown. Bernie. Westfall, zip it over to Yeager. Now Yeager will pick up the dribble back to Westfall. They've done a great job today bringing that full court press out of the Sully Butte Chargers. Westfall loses it, trying to get it. It's taken away there by Mackner, and she will go for the easy layup and put it up and in. Magner with 15 on the day makes the score now 40-14 with 6:40 left to go. Kinney with the handoff to Westfall, gives it off to Yeager. Left side shot is deflected by Young, and that's another one and done for Sully. It's on the other end, putting up the shot and leaving it short is Leitholt. Second chance though, and Monarchs will now have a third chance. Monarchs back with it. Here's a kick out. Leitholt going to go on the drive from right to left. That shot also defended by Scotland Kinney, and it will stay with Warner. I say Kinney was the last one to deflect that shot, even though it was touched by Warner out of bounds. But Yeager will try to rip it away. Jump ball will favor the Chargers. Nice defensive stance there by Sully Buttes to not allow a score. It was actually a couple of chances for Warner. And Sully Buttes were able to make him go out with no points. There in 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. 40-14 the score in favor of Warner. Bernie will have that deflected out of bounds, so it will stay Sully Buttes basketball with 5:58 to play. Bernie to inbound, looking for Yeager, does, and Yeager will throw it off the leg of Leitholt, and it will just stay with the Chargers, and they'll reset things here. It goes over the scores table. Westfall to inbound. Inbound to Weisscheitel. Weisscheitel now will pick up her dribble, try to hand it off. She loses it, now taken away by Magner. And Magner will go for the layup and put it up and in. Another turnover there by the Chargers. Magner with another bucket. And Coach Rowling is now trying to have a conversation with one of the officials about just trying to maybe get a call to go their way. And I think frustration is showing on some of the players as well. And now the Chargers will get a call to send Scotland Kinney to the line. Can you put a little bit of a extra step in that screen? And that's where I was getting more of the frustration part from the player's side of things. Foul going to be on Leitholt, who picks up foul number 4. Kinney at the line to go another perfect trip as she makes the first and will stay perfect from the line. Chargers in this game 5 of 7 from the line. As Coach Ruling and one of the officials having a conversation there. They just making sure everything is all good. Second free throw. Good by Scotland Kinney. And it'll go back to the Monarchs. 5:13 to go. If to Young. Young will go inside now for Leithart, who has 4 fouls. Step out by Hill. I'll skip pass inside for Leitholt, excuse me. Shot no good by Leitholt, and rebounded there by Westfall. As Westfall gets the rebound, and the Chargers will turn it back over. As Coach Ruling is your team know, just slow down a little bit. Under 5 to play. Ellie Nelson will get set to check in on the next stoppage. Leitholt has that taken away. Now it's on the floor, so it'll stay with Warner. Leitholt goes baseline, spins, bounce pass off to Leitholt. Leitholt will kick it out there for Courtney Leitholt. And I mentioned the Leitholt name, pretty familiar with this roster with 3 on the roster out of that last name. 6 on the shot clock. Bernie will take it away. Bernie's got a 2-on-3, looks to go all the way with it, and a late whistle will put the Chargers at the line as Bernie does a good job with the steal, trying to go all the way with it. Now going to be on Brittany Hill, picking up foul number 1. And Brooklyn Bernie will make her first trip to the line here tonight. First free throw is good. Ellie Nelson will wait for the free throw to check back in. And we'll get one more free throw here. Just changes into the lineup for Warner at the moment. Bernie, second free throw. He's up and count it. And Bernie will check out. Ellie Nelson will check back in. 4:18 to go. Hill moving off there now to Volk, who is back in as Jaden Yeager gets to the passing lane for a turnover. Westfall with the handoff to Yeager at the top. Makes her way to the near side to Bueller. Bueller on the cut to Westfall. Trying to go in all the way. Puts up the shot. She's fouled and she'll go back to the line. Man, Westfall is the Chargers getting all their points from the charity line here in this fourth quarter. We'll give the foul off there to Hill, picking up back-to-back fouls for Hill. Westfall, first free throw, count it. Yeah, one more final free throw here. Chargers are perfect here in the fourth quarter. And I just jinxed it there with a miss there by Westfall. So it's now 44-19 with 3:46 left to go. And you know that broadcaster jinx always gets in the way. Yeager once again in the passing lane, trying to get the basketball on the floor. Falling to the floor is going to be taken away there by Nelson. Nelson picks it up, fires a shot for two. That one is just out. It rims out. A good-looking shot there, but no points to account for. Gotta like the effort by Ellie Nelson there. Almost traveled with it, but kept that pivot foot down to keep the shot alive there. Lady Monarch basketball now. 3:10 left to play here in the fourth. Boys game coming up next here. We'll have a quick recap of this one. The Lady Monarchs will turn it over, going out of bounds with it. 44-19. The score on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Westfall goes inside for Kinney. Kinney spins to the right, puts up the shot. It's good. Skyline Kinney doing a lot of the scoring today. She's got 12 of the 21 points for Sully Buttes. And I was going to say 19, so I'm giving points to somebody, apparently. We'll figure that out, who that is in just a moment. Scoreboard has not updated yet. We'll see what's going on with that. 2:25 left to play. Drive in by Lighthold. Lighthold's shot is rejected by Scotland Kinney, who is doing a great job on both ends here today as well. And now the scoreboard will change from that 44-19 to 44-21. Yeager has it, spins, goes down baseline drive, bounce pass it off, and it's going to be a foul by the Lady Monarchs to just reset things here. Looking off to Maya Leidholt. And it looks like the Lady Monarchs will clear the bench, as they do have to let the clock roll now. I guess, yeah, that. Not sure why the clock's rolling. It's not a 30-point difference. I'll have to figure out why that's the case. So Kinney getting the inbound here on a 44-21 score. Yeager has it with 1:39 to go, and the Chargers will turn it over. As she is looking for Marcus in. She does. Puts up the shot, and it is good. Clock has not been rolling the whole time here, as we'll also see Briley Weinheimer check in for the Chargers in just a moment. So both teams electing to clear the benches out. Warner over with another takeaway, and then almost loses it. They get it back, Young, or excuse me, on the floor, Weishidle, and now she's going to be slow to get up, and you're going to hope that she is all right. So we'll keep the camera away with 58.5 seconds left to go, and we'll take a quick 30 here. 58.5 to go. It is the Lady Monarchs 46, Sully Buttes 20. We're back, or 21. We're back in 30 seconds.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports is Wise Channel. Hopefully she is all right. It did have to be assisted off the court there. So Brooklyn Burney is going to check in here for the final 50 seconds of this contest. And Steger has it underneath, trying to just find some room, gets it out there. We had 17 on the shot clock here. Chargers will fall to 2-12 on the season, with the opportunity to come back home as a three there by Claire Bakeberg is good to go. And the Chargers again will host Jones County on Tuesday. That's about a 6:30 start time. We'll have that coverage for you guys here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. Your score now is 49-21. We apologize for our score updates here. That is all on me. I will take full responsibility for this one. And that's going to be your final as clock expires. Final on this one, it is Sully Buttes, it is Warner 49, Sully Buttes 21. We are back here in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Now maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Battle in this one, Chargers fall 49-21. I have apparently 51-21, but well, I didn't take this picture of the official stat sheet, so we'll try to do our best here. We'll just get final numbers here for the Chargers in this one. For the Chargers in this one, they would go unofficially 6-27 from the field. They would go 9-12 from the line, 0-3 from three-point land. In this one, the Chargers would finish with a final of, I believe, if I had this done correctly here, finish with 21. I apologize. So 21 is your final for the Chargers to, it looks like, 49. So I was giving somebody an extra point there, so I apologize. But that is your final in this one. Take a look at the numbers for the Chargers. It is led by Scotland Kinney, who is your Yackley Ranches player of the game. She finishes with 12 points and 3 rebounds in the contest. And just making sure that she did finish with 12. She finishes with 12 points. She made 4 free throws and 4 buckets from the field in that one. Your unsung hero of the game brought to you by Colson Farms. They want to make sure they recognize maybe the players that don't get their name announced, but they also want to make sure Colson Farms wants to make sure that everybody is helping out in the community. Taking a look at your finalized